Hey guys, hello and welcome to another installment of Vince and Films. My name is Vincent and I'm done trying to set the record of most films seen in a cinema in 1 year. Today is March 23rd, 2018, which marks the end of my attempt, which has started on March 23rd, 2017 and ended yesterday on March 22nd, 2018 with a great film called, I don't know if you know it, The Lord of the Rings, The Return of the Queen. Return of the King, the extended version. I apologize in advance. I am sick. It's like my body held off until the end of the record and then was like, alright, you're done. I held back for weeks and months and now you get it all. And so I've been suffering. So I apologize if I have to sneeze, if I have to cough, if I have to use tissues, but I'm confident that we will get through this. Now, this week has been my last week, and I have been able to reach 715 films seen in theaters. As a reminder, the record was at 500, or I'm not sure if there was a record or if it was just the minimum requirement. Wasn't quite clear, but there wasn't a holder on the website, so I imagined it was a minimum requirement. But in any event, I exceeded it by 215 films. Now, that doesn't mean that it's over, because I still have to send in all the pieces of evidence into the website of the Guinness World Records, which means that I now have to scan all the witness statements, upload all the videos and pictures and photos on Google Drive in order to send it to them via the internet. And mostly I need to get two independent witnesses, which, like all other witnesses, are people I don't know, so neither friends or co-workers. And they have to go. I have to make them go over my evidence and write a witness statement saying that yes, it seems everything is in order, and he has watched all these films and has all the necessary elements for each film. I don't know, something like that. And then I'll send it over, and then I think I wait only 2 weeks, and then I get an answer. Although with all the evidence I have, I don't know how they're gonna manage to just get over everything in 2 weeks. Actually, yeah, it's possible. It's just that I imagine they have other records to go through as well. Now, this week has been great. I saw great old films. Let me mention two of them. The first one being A Fool That Was. Wait. May I rephrase that? This was wrong. Kiss Me Stupid by Billy Wilder, which was a lot of fun about this. It's complicated. No, it's not complicated. You have this singer who goes through a town, and two guys, a small town, and two guys who know the singer and want him to buy some of the songs they've written, make sure that the car breaks down, and so he has to spend the night. And during the night, he stays at one of those people's house, except that the guy is actually very jealous and of other men, and is protective over his beautiful wife. So he gets in a fight with his wife in order for her to leave, and gets a hot bartender to take her place and pretend to be the wife. And so the singer tries to get with the bartender girl, but actually the bartender girl actually likes kind of the married life and kind of falls for the guy. And it's a funny comedy. But also, another one I want to mention is Design for Living by Ernst Lubitsch, which is a great film with a very simple premise. Two best friends fall in love with one girl, and the girl falls in love with both of them. And you just go from there, and it's executed by Ernst Lubitsch. So, great film from 1933 with Gary Cooper. Great film. The third one would be The Bad and the Beautiful. I know I mentioned two at the beginning, but there are three great old films I saw. The Bad and the Beautiful by Vincente Minnelli, with Kirk Douglas, Lana Turner, and some other actor I don't remember, I'm sorry. Which is, to some degree, it's not like Citizen Kane, but it takes some elements, because it is the story of this producer who gathers an actress, Lana Turner, a director, I don't remember the actor, and a screenwriter. He gathers them in his office and wants them to work on the film that will be produced by another man who is Kirk Douglas. He plays a man that has been away for quite some time, but who made them what they are. So he made them stars. But they both, all the three of them, resent him now. So they refuse to work with him. And so you have this producer who gathered them, who tells their backstory. So you have flashbacks, and you see how Kirk Douglas, as a producer, got them to be where they are now. So he made them stars. And so you see how, at the beginning everything went well, and how he got them to resent him. And it's a great film. If you like the movie industry, if you're curious, it is even for a good old film, it is great, with Kirk Douglas being, as always, great. But there have also been great, great Christ's sake. There have also been great new releases that were better than I thought, which were Pacific Rim Uprising, which I saw 2 days ago, and it was better than I thought, because if you like movies, action movies, spectacle movies with robots, Jaegers, monsters, kaijus, who just beat the shit out of each other in a city, then you'll be treated well. The story is alright. Actually, there is a plot point near the beginning that I found ballsy, and that I salute. So, was impressed by that. John Boyega is good. Scott Eastwood is Scott Eastwood. Enough said. And the film's entertaining, so check it out if you enjoy those types of films. And also, Tomb Raider was better than I expected, although I didn't really expect anything, and I didn't hate it. I know people didn't like it, especially fans of the franchise. I just went in there open-minded, not expecting anything. I didn't play the new games. I barely played the old ones. I played like one old one, or a demo of it. So I remember how it was like, and I remember the movies with Angelina Jolie, which I saw. But as a film by itself, I thought it was pretty interesting. I was interested by the mythology of the goddess of death, and was very pleasantly surprised of how they got to mix the mythical, supernatural with science. So that was a great plus for me. But unfortunately, there were some small mistakes, inconsistencies that I think could have been avoided, but they're there, so they don't elevate the film. But they make it an okay film, and so much so that I'm interested in seeing sequels. I hope the film will do well enough in order to justify those. But now there are also great old films. Not old films, sorry. I messed up. New films. There were great ones as well, and that is Ghostland. Ghostland was a great surprise. It is sold kind of as a horror film, but I think that it is not. It's more of a psychological thriller. And even though I believe it doesn't revolutionize the genre or the plot points per se, I think that it was very well executed, in the sense that I did not see them coming. I was surprised, even though they're not new, but I was pleasantly surprised. I was into it, and I was thrilled by the film. It's about this girl who got attacked with her sister and mother when she was young, and now has to deal with it as an adult. Although not really. I don't know how to explain this without spoiling. Just saying that it is messed up, and it's thrilling, entertaining, and well acted. And when I say fun, I just mean that you have a good time in the theater. So, that's it for those films. It is the end of the record attempt. It is not the end of me on YouTube. I'm going to continue make videos, especially next week. First of all, because I still have to make a video when it actually is officialized, or not, but I hope it is. Fingers crossed. But also because I want to keep watching movies and talking about them, and because I want to go through all the films I've seen, all the cinemas I've been to, and make some statistics, best films, top 10, worst top 10, and something like that. So keep looking out, and I'm sure next Wednesday I will make a video. Check it out if you want and can. And thanks for joining me today, and for being faithful and having supported me in any way you could during my attempt. I'm very thankful for this, for you guys, for my friends, family, who have been supportive. Kind of thought I was crazy, but supportive nonetheless. And so, on this note, I will talk to you next week.